So here we have two topics. One is social organization in a primate, and second one is a social organization in a invertebrate. And we are taking the case of one mammal and one insect. For mammals, we are taking monkeys. That is, here we will be studying about what are the different type of social grouping these animals are exhibiting in their lifestyle. So that is what I mean by social organization in a mammal or in a monkey. So generally most of the monkey, just like human beings, they are also exhibiting a very detailed lifestyle or a very complex lifestyle. And the reason for this is actually they have a higher intelligence. That is one reason why mammals are exhibiting very high level of complex societies. Another thing is that they have grasping hand. Grasping hands means just like because of our this finger, thumb, we can hold anything like this. So if you do not have this finger, we won't be able to hold anything properly. So only because of this finger, we are actually able to write, hold a tool. So all the tool using ability is because of this finger. This finger can be moved against any other finger, and that nature is what we call opposable thumb. And it is because of the opposable thumb, mammals as well as primates are able to use tools. We are able to hold a stick like this because of this finger. In the absence of that, we will not be able to use a tool. And they have higher level of communication between their members, mainly because of higher intelligence. Now we will see what are the main social behavior exhibited by monkeys. Here you can see a langur, and in case of this langur, they exhibit a very strange behavior known as altruistic behavior. That is, when some animals are predators are attacking their babies or their colony, the older members of the colony will be fighting with the predator like a lion or a tiger or a leopard, and even if it causes death to them, they are not bothered. Their only purpose is to serve and protect their colony or their group. That kind of behavior in which one group, one older male, female or a male is fighting with a predator and trying to protect the colony from the attack of a predator is known by the name altruistic behavior. Now, there are different types of sexual grouping. Many reproductive patterns are exhibited by many monkeys, and these patterns are characterized as solitary, monogamous, single male, multi-male, and diffuse social parties. We will take the case of some animals. Here you can see two animals are, one is slender loris, and this is AA. The name of the monkey is AA. Yes, here I will show, this is the spelling AA. And other is slender loris. And these two animals are exhibiting a type of social nature known as solitary. That is, there is no group formation, there is no pair formation. Each animal will be living alone. In Kerala, we have a similar one known as Puttithavanga. You might have uh, uh, heard about that. This food. I will show you that. This is the loris that we can see in our forest. This is the, see, they have a very bigger eyes. A similar type of one is known by the name slender loris, and slender loris is also present in many other parts of the world. So what is the case with this animal is that they are living alone. There is no pair formation, there is no group formation. Each member will be living alone. Only during the time of mating or during the time of breeding, male and female member will be coming together, and after that they will separate, and there is no staying together just like family life. There is no such a thing. So this is the nature that we are finding in some animals like as well as slender lorries, etc. And most of the time they are very small sized, shy forest animal which are mainly living among trees. So that is one type of behavior. Another type of behavior, another example is potos. Potos is a kind of animal that is also present in many African. See here also you can see this is the potos, and they are also present. They are also exhibiting this type of nature in which they are living alone. They do not form any group or pair. No, only during the time of reproduction they come together, and after that they will separate. So that kind of nature is known by the name solitary lifestyle, living alone. Now another is monogamous pair or nuclear family. Monogamous pair, mono means one, gamous means marriage. One male, one female. Type of relationship is known by the name this monogamous pair, or it is also known by the name nuclear family. So just like human family, human marriage life, here also we can find that in some animals like marmoset and Inri, both are from Africa. These animals are exhibiting this kind of behavior, and what we are seeing is that they have a smaller territory, and this territory will be very actively defended by the pair. The pair means one male and one female. They will have a small, just like in our group we have a husband and wife is having a house. They will be trying to protect their family or their property from anybody or neighbors. If intruding into their territory, they will fight for that. Same way, these animals or these pairs will be having a small territory, and they will be trying to protect their territory by fighting, threat, or dating means just like two attacking together. So this kind of behavior are also present. Interesting thing is that in this male-female bonding is permanent, lasting throughout their life. That is, there is no such thing called divorce and remarriage. Once they are bonded, they remain throughout their life. That is one difference that we are finding. If the animal monogamy and monogamy in the case of human being, we cannot truly call human being as strictly monogamous. But there are many animals, they are bonded for life. Once they are bonded, they remain like that. If another member died, they will not form another pair again. So that is the case of this animal, and both male member as well as female member have somewhat same level of privileges or dominance in the group. So females are also given privileged position in this type of grouping. And there are several theories regarding the adaptive significance of pairing. Why one male and one female are living together? One theory suggests that female needs more resources to protect for their offspring. So that is one reason why that male and one female are staying together. Then another is from the side of male. That theory suggests that when one male and one female are staying together, the male has a better chance that their sperm or their own individuals will be surviving. Normally, sometimes you might have noticed in cats. What is the case with the cats and other kind of cat-like members is that when a male is finding young babies of another cat, they will kill them, and this is known as infanticide. The purpose of the infanticide is that each male cat wants its own baby to survive, its own gene to spread. So that is why they are killing this baby. It is present in lion, leopard, tiger, almost all the cats. Even in domestic cat we can notice that. That is why when a cat is laying their babies, they are very aggressive because they know that some other male cat can come and kill their baby. So that is why she is very aggressive, even to human beings. The male, female cat will be very aggressive during that time. The reason is to protect her babies from this kind of killing of infanticide. So purpose of these two, the purpose of one male, one female staying together is to improve their reproductive success. That is, that male, that children will be surviving. So that nature is known as the monogamous pair. It is exhibited by many animals. Indri and marmoset are some example. Then langur is showing, mongoose lemur is showing. So tree shoes are showing. So many other kinds of animals are also exhibiting this kind of strict monogamy. Then another is that one single male bisexual female. So as from the name itself, it will be one male and two or three females will be there in a family. So that kind of relationship is observed in Patas monkey, Hanuman lengur. They do not have this kind of strict monogamy. They have one male and two or three, sometimes more than more female members will be staying together with the one male member. So it is, that kind of nature is single male bisexual group. So it is exhibited by many monkeys like Hanuman lengur, red-tailed monkey, blue monkey. So many groups are exhibiting this type of nature, and each group consists of one adult male and several female, their babies, etc. Juveniles and babies will be there. So that is a type of relationship that we are finding in one single male bisexual grouping. And here most of the time we can see that there will be a dominant male, and that dominant male will be usually much larger in size, and they will be normally called as overlord or resident male. And this male is mainly controlling the females of that group, and it is according to his wish that other members of the colony will be behaving. So growing male who leave willfully or driven out from, sometimes what happens is that here you can see that one male is controlling several females. But sometimes another strange case happen. When this single male becomes old, many young, more powerful younger male may try to take over this grouping, and that is known as a takeover. So that sometimes happen in animal society. That is, the females of one male will be taken over by a more energetic, more young, more powerful male, and that process is known as a takeover. And this is also happening in many animal societies, etc. Then this is case in Patas monkey, red-tailed monkey are all exhibiting this type of nature. This is other cases, other animals which are exhibiting this sort of behavior. Then another case is the multi-male bisexual group. So multi-male means many male and many females staying together, comprising many males with many female and their babies or offspring. And that is the case in the rhesus monkey, gorilla, baboon monkey, spider monkey, woolly monkey, squirrel monkey. All these animals are exhibiting many females, many males and their children. So that is multi-male bisexual grouping. Here you can see the woolly monkey is, so the phrase from the name itself, the animal is fully covered with a lot of hair. That is why woolly monkey is there. Squirrel monkey is another case. All these will be exhibiting this multi-male bisexual grouping. Usually what we are seeing is that 3 or 8 up to 8 adult males will be there, and about 5 or 7 females will be there, and their children will be there. All will be staying together. Sometimes a number of individuals in the grouping can go up to 180 or more. So it can be a very large group staying together, moving together, and so that is the nature of multi-male bisexual grouping. Now here also we can find separate categories are there. those which are divided into small, that is, you imagine a monkey grouping with a 150 or 180 individual. What they do is that during every morning, they will be, these 180 members will be dividing into smaller groups of 5 to 10 groups, an individual, and they will be going for hunting or collection of food. So that kind of nature is there. Those which are divided into smaller feeding groups. So two categories are there. One is dividing into smaller feeding groups known as the use of baboons and rhesus monkey. In another case, they stay together. There is no separation into smaller feeding groups, as in the use of gorilla and Hanuman Langur. So this is the gorilla. You can see that each group will be having three males will be there, and their females will be there. So that is the nature of multi-male bisexual grouping. They are not like nuclear families or monogamy. Many males, many females, and so this is also another case of social groups that we are finding in the use of baboons. This is the gorilla. Then, so here also, since there are many males are there, what we are normally seeing is that there will be a social hierarchy. So maybe in this group, this may be the more dominant animal. That is why it is more stronger, occupying maybe a slightly higher place. So in all these animals like baboons, gorilla, etc., the strongest member will be usually having more dominance. They will be dictating all other animals. So that kind of social hierarchy is sometimes observed in this group also. So that is known as a straight line dominance. More stronger is the most dominant. Then comes the next stronger, next stronger. Sometimes in some grouping, older members may be considered as more respected. So that kind of nature is also there. For example, in the use of gorilla, the oldest and largest male with the gray hair and on the back, which is always considered as the dominant one, and he is sometimes known as silverback because they have silver hairs. So that is why this maybe if there is any picture I will show you. So this is the silverback. See here you can see that this animal here you can see they have a silver colored pattern, and they are not usually more respected because naturally this old hair, silver hair, is a part of aging. When they get more older, they get more gray hairs. Here also you can see that. So this is the nature of silverback. They are more respected because they are most older, they have better experience. Dominant male is not always the aggressive male, and hence all other males also have access to their receptive females also. Then another case is the case of Hanuman Langur. This is the way Hanuman Langur is observed. Then they are also showing this multi-male bisexual group behavior. So this is the case of gorilla. You can see that silver hair there. Gorilla is a very strong, large-sized primate. Then they has Hamadryas baboons and Jellada baboons. So this kind of monkeys are there. All these will be exhibiting different type of social behavior. Then this is the Hamadryas baboon found in Ethiopia. This first one is the Hamadryas baboon, and they are present in Ethiopia. Second is Jellada baboon. This is the Jellada baboon, and that is also present in Ethiopia. So mainly from Africa we can see this type of monkeys. Then this is the chimpanzee. In case of chimpanzee also, they have a dominance hierarchy, and that is the purpose of this dominance hierarchy is to reduce tension and aggression in the group. Because once this hierarchy is established, all members of the group will be respecting the most dominant. Then the most dominant there is a first position, second position, third position. The person, the second one has to respect only the first one. and those below the second one, like third, fourth, they will be respecting the second and first. So the purpose is to reduce the physical aggression. Nobody is fighting because everybody accepts that this person is stronger. It is better to keep quiet and stay calm rather than fighting and wasting our energy, because he is physically more stronger, more powerful. Even though if I go for a fight with him, there is no possibility of winning. So that is the rule these animals are observing. So purpose of this established dominance hierarchy is to reduce the physical aggression, because physical aggression always results in some kind of injury. If there is no injury, if there is an injury, the forest doesn't have any animal hospital, they will naturally die. So injury is always very costly. So they try to avoid injury unless it is for some real purpose, like protecting the colony or protecting the group, or for hunting. Otherwise, animals do not fight. So this is another case that we can find in the case of chimpanzee, which is known as diffused social party. In case of diffused social party, this chimpanzee behavior is sometimes known as fission and fusion society. Fission and fusion, that is, there may be consists of many individuals. There is 10 or 15 individuals will be there. But on a fine day, these 15 or 20 individuals will be splitting into 2-3 groups. Then after some time, they will be living alone, and maybe after 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, these 15 individuals can again come together and form a single group. That is why sometimes they split into smaller grouping, and these smaller groupings can again unite or fuse to form a larger group. So that is why it is a fission fusion society, or also known by the diffused social party. There is no strict social order. A fission fusion society is one in which social group size and composition change throughout the year with a different activity. Sometimes 5 members, sometimes 10 members, sometimes 50 members. So there is no strict order. How many members will be there in it? Sometimes they will be forming smaller grouping, sometimes they will be forming larger grouping, depending on the responsibility and the activity they are supposed to do. So that is commonly present in the case of chimpanzee, and often teamwork is used to frighten and impress more effective, because if more members are there, more predators are there, like a leopard, etc., tiger, etc., maybe a larger group may be more effective and more powerful in protecting the colony. So depending on their social need, they may sometimes form smaller colonies, sometimes form larger colonies. So that is the case in the chimpanzee that we are finding in Zaire, Uganda, Tanzania, etc. And there is another kind of chimpanzee known by the name pygmy chimpanzee. They do not have a social organization. I'll show you a picture of pygmy chimpanzee also. So in the case of pygmy chimpanzee, so this is a smaller type of chimpanzee. This is a pygmy chimpanzee. So they do not form any social order grouping. They sometimes smaller group, sometimes large group. There is no strict social order is present. They may be seen in bands of males only, groups of females only, and sometimes larger groups of male and female groups. So there is no proper social arrangement. Sometimes males only, sometimes females only, sometimes males and females and children together. So that is why they are not a diffused social party. No strict social arrangement is there. And most adult races may have permanently leave the community of their birth and try to rejoin to others in order to find mate. So that is also another case that we are finding in rhesus monkey. So here there is a summary of what are the type of social grouping: single female and offspring pattern, monogamous family group, polyandrous. Poly means many, andro means male. That is one female, many male. That nature is known as polyandrous. Then one male, several female group, polygyny, multi-male, multi-female group. Then fission fusion society. So these are the type of social behavior that we are observing in the case of these monkeys.